is incredible. What is it? Am I doing something wrong? Do you want something different?
Stop talking.
Wait a minute. Oh!
Lie still.
Please, stop!
When men and women try to talk, it's a minefield. Even after millions of years, we still haven't gotten it right. I mean, if a man compliments a woman's hairstyle, it could mean just that, or it could mean, hey, babe, I'm interested, how about it? See, it all comes down to nuance. Every look, every word that passes between the sexes has 1,000 subtle shadings. These days, a careless comment or misunderstood gesture can get you in serious trouble. Sometimes can even get you killed.
Hey, where's your partner?
Well, she got loaned out to Vice, some sting operation.
So it's just you and me, huh?
And her.
Oh, that does spoil the mood, doesn't it?
Yeah, I told you, I'm taking.
Well, a girl can dream, can't she?
You're playing with me, aren't you?
Anyway, we got young white female, late teens, early 20s, 5'7", 100 and I'd say 5 pounds. That is, of course, deducting for the augmented body parts.
Her name is Shelley Hunter. She was staying at the hotel, one of the models for the fashion shoot. She asked the hotel manager last night around 10 p.m. for directions down to this beach.
Well, I'd say time of death is anywhere between 12 a.m. and 4. She's got some bruising around her neck, but no other signs of struggle.
So she was meeting someone or just took a walk and got jumped? Any sign of sexual assault?
Definitely could be, but I'll know more when I get her on the table.
All right, gentlemen.
You know, she was here working on that Athlete World's itty-bitty swimsuit.
Ah,
issue.
keep that every year.
You do?
Oh, hey, no. It's a very good magazine. I like the articles as well.
Oh, you're right. You'd get it even if it didn't have practically naked, gorgeous women on every page,
No, see,
right?
I know exactly where this is going. I'm not gonna bite.
Are you offering?
Hey, I told you, I'm taking.
Of course you are. I'll have the paperwork to you by the end of the day, okay?
See ya.
Okay.
Oh. Too late. Somebody already tossed the place.
Are you kidding? It's always like this. These girls are pigs.
Not good guess, huh?
They don't order room service. They don't tip. They steal everything that's not nailed down. You decide.
Yeah, go figure. Look, can you tell me where they're shooting today?
Yeah, the Everglades. They'll be back this evening, unfortunately.
All right. And who's Shelley Hunter's roommate?
Margot.
She got a last name?
Yeah, no, she's one of those one-name jobbers, you know, like Cher, Madonna, Godzilla. Well, I mean, look at this place. Besides, I already gave all that information to that other detective.
Other detective? Detective trainee.
That's right. And from what I hear, she's a real pistol.
Come on, Cap. She's a trainee. Why did she get to the crime scene before me and mess the whole thing up?
All right, so she's a little overeager, but that's why she's been assigned to you. The higher-ups figure you'd be a very good...
Wait a minute, wait. I have been assigned a detective in training? For how long?
1 week.
1 week. Oh, Cap, come on!
Lorenzo, this is not a request. This is an order. Her name is Lisa Hahn. She was top of her class at the academy, and she's got several commendations for her work in uniform.
You know, Cap, with Rita loaned out to Vice, I mean, I got double the workload, and you expect me to babysit this trainee?
Be happy you pulled her. Vice got the hayseed from Tallahassee.
Sorry to barge in. I figured we had a lot of work to do. I'm Lisa Hahn. You must be Chris Lorenzo.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
I hope you don't mind my getting a jump on the crime scene. I ran jackets for the entire crew and the models of the shoot. I left copies on your desk.
Very, very good, Officer Hahn. Now, Chris, would you please take her out of here before all this enthusiasm gives me a rash?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You have a great rep. I'm looking forward to working with you. I know I'm going to learn a lot.
Thanks, Lisa.
The group's been shooting at the beach for several days now. I think Shelley was probably meeting someone she knew. Probably someone involved with the photo shoot.
Really?
Absolutely. My suggestion would be to start with the producer, Jerry Kendall. Do you want me to set it up?
No.
Why not?
I already set it up. Meeting him in 20 minutes.
Oh.
Hey, partner, how's it going?
They have got to hire more women. I am so tired of being put on the street, and these pads are killing me.
Sergeant Lance, I'm Detective Trainee Hahn. I was really disappointed when I learned I wouldn't be working with you this week.
Well, I'm sure Sergeant Lorenzo will be very helpful.
I really wanted to work with a woman detective. I was hoping that you could, talk me through the politics.
Sure, yeah, maybe we can have a beer one night.
Oh, that'd be great. I'll see you outside.
Yeah.
Here I was feeling guilty about you working alone all week.
You gotta be kidding me. I hate babysitting these trainees.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. You can make use of the free labor, get her to pick up reports from the lab, type up reports we haven't gotten to.
Oh. I've just been looking at this thing with the wrong perspective.
Sure, have her run all your errands, fetch your coffee, pick up your dry cleaners, paint your apartment.
It's funny, very funny. So you have no idea who Shelley was at the beach with last night?
No, I'm afraid not. Shelley was a very sweet girl. We're all going to miss her.
Yeah, I can see the mourning going on all around me.
Sergeant, these girls are paid to look like they're having a good time. It's their job. Arch your back, sweetheart. You look thinner when that tush is in the air.
Where were you last night between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m., Mr. Kendall?
I was in my room entertaining a guest.
A guest have a name?
Vicky, could you come over here, please? Vicky, sweetheart, these are police officers, and they want to know where I was last night.
I don't want to say anything in front of the other girls.
Well, we'll be discreet.
Jerry, Mr. Kendall and I were in his room together.
Thank you, sweetheart. Makeup! Get some concealer under Vicky's eyes. It's starting to look like a salt flat under there, dear.
Excuse me.
You spent some time in jail 5 years ago for battery. Isn't that right, Mr. Kendall?
A misunderstanding. That young woman who wasn't able to let go of a relationship, she dropped the charges.
Is Shelley's roommate here?
Margot? Yes, she's the tall blonde. She'll be available in a few minutes. Oh. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be right over there if you need me.
know what? That battery charge was good, but it's something I would have waited on a little bit. It's like faking a punch. You gave him a little bit too much time to duck.
Yeah, but he's the obvious perp. Look at the way he talks to these girls. Plus, he had access.
He's also got an alibi. Big hole. Look, Lisa, I know this is your first day. You're excited, but you got to remember, you're the trainee. So you do a little less, you watch a little more, okay?
Sorry. I'm nervous. I know it's Kendall. I can feel it in my gut.
You don't know anything. Okay, you follow the evidence no matter what. In the courtroom, your gut does nothing for you. Hey, you Margot?
Yeah. Listen, I've been working since 6 this morning, so make it quick.
Yeah, I understand that you were Shelley's roommate.
Yeah, what about it?
Were you two close?
I've only known her since we started this shoot 4 days ago. Look, I'm hot. Is there anything else?
Do you have any idea who she was with at the beach last night?
No. Can I go now?
Thank you. We appreciate your time.
Just wanted to smack her, didn't you? So did I. But we didn't. Getting the hang of this. New trainees depress me. So young, so eager, full of energy. Makes me feel old.
Yeah. To her, you probably are old.
Low blow.
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. You're the perfect age for me.
Yeah, right.
So, how is she? She hold any promise?
Well, she's a little short on tact. She's fearless. I think she has a future.
I saw her when I picked you up. She's very pretty.
Oh.
I don't have anything to worry about, do I?
Not at all. Besides, I like older, more mature women.
Oh, you wretch. Oh. Tell them we're not buying.
We're not buying! Hold on. You hold on to that thought, huh? Yeah.
Sorry about this, but I think it's important.
Come in. Really? Your drug arrest was under the name Sandra Panetti. Any other names we should know about?
Look, I was young and addicted. That's ancient history now.
Was Shelley trying to score drugs the other night on the beach?
This is the first time I worked with a girl. I didn't know her at all.
How do the models feel about Kendall?
Some of the girls buy his act, some don't, and some don't care.
Didn't know he had an act.
Oh, yeah. That whole, I'm such a hard edge but sensitive on the inside number buys him a lot of bonage.
Shelley in that lineup?
She swallowed it whole.
Would Shelley have slept with Kendall to get the cover shot?
These girls would sleep with Rush Limbaugh if it would get them the cover. This is big business.
You were on the cover 3 years running. What'd that cost you?
I made $2 million in the past 3 years. Obviously, I thought the trade-off was worth it.
Did Jerry ever get physically abusive with you?
Only when we had sex, and I like it rough.
What about Kendall's new girlfriend, Vicky? She into the barter system?
Don't know, don't care. Look, are we done? I didn't come here this evening to spend my time talking to cops.
Yeah, we're finished. Thank you very much. Whew.
I was right. It's Kendall.
No, that's too big of a leap. But yeah, he slept with the girls, yeah. But that doesn't connect him with the murder.
She admitted he liked rough sex. Shelley had bruises on her neck. I think we should...
No, Vice was here, too. I don't believe this.
Please, up against the bar!
I'm a cop. Let her go.
Drop the gun, boys! Drop them. Put them down! I'll blow her head off. I said drop them!
No, you drop the gun. Drop it! Now!
Lisa, a good job in that collar last time.
Thank you, Captain.
My girl did a good job, did she not?
Yes, very good. That's enough with the attaboys. Now, where are we on the Hunter case?
Well, we got a lead from Margot last night, and we're gonna go back, talk to the producer again.
Good. Get going.
Yeah. You want some more coffee?
No.
Good idea. It'll be really nice. That'll be great. And it'll let a lot. Yeah, and over there? What about this? Good idea.
Okay. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Thank you.
Yep. I guess your job is just hell, isn't it?
Not as easy as it looks. We're testing for Shelley's replacement. Okay, everyone, take 5 and cover up.
You're a very considerate guy. I bet all your girls must feel like you're their daddy.
Oh, I certainly hope so. I'll help you any way I can, but I have a deadline to meet, so can we make this fast?
Just couldn't wait to replace Shelley, huh?
Hey, I know it seems cold, but all the big models are already booked, and I have to find someone. We move to the Caribbean in 2 days.
Anybody back you being in your room all night the night of the murder?
Besides Vicky, why? Isn't her word enough?
Did you promise Vicky anything? Say, guaranteed a cover shot in exchange for an alibi?
I don't need to extort my models for sex or alibis. We're consenting adults. We all do as we choose.
Anybody see Vicky go into your room?
I don't know. I wasn't standing in the hall. Ask yourself. She's shooting on the river for 2 days. She'll be back tomorrow. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy.
How many turns between the sheets guarantees the cover, Mr. Kendall?
I have to work with these people, officer. Lower your voice.
Sleeping with the
Lisa, I want you to be
producer
quiet.
is just part of the job. Isn't that right, Mr. Kendall?
If you don't want a lawsuit, I'd advise you to take this yappy little dog and get out of here right now.
Take it easy. We'll leave you to your business. Another word. What's wrong with you? That was way out of line.
I was working him. He was squirming.
You were
saw?
attacking him at his place of business. His lawyers could destroy us for that. What were you thinking?
Guess we don't see it the same way.
You know what? It's my way that counts. I'm not the trainee here. You are. Look, it's good to be aggressive, but it's better to be smart. Don't try so hard. You're doing fine. Come on, let's go.
All right, George, so I got one. This guy goes to a psychologist. He says, Doctor, I'm going crazy. My wife thinks she's a dog. He says, bring her in. We'll put her on the couch.
Hey!
You don't understand. She's not allowed on the couch.
George, have you met?
Lisa Hahn? Rita filled me in. George Donovan, DA's office. Welcome.
Thanks.
So, how'd it go with Kendall?
Well, we're making progress. I'm buying. Anybody want something to drink? Lisa?
I'm fine.
Rita?
I'd like a beer, please.
Beer.
Yes.
So, what do you think of the detective in training, George?
At least you got a better view than me.
Well, she's spirited. George, what are you drinking?
Beer.
All right, 3 beers.
You're lucky. Most of the women in my office are so touchy you can't even flirt anymore.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
I mean, you pay them a compliment, and they expect flowers and dinner.
You seem a little down. You want to talk about it?
Oh, it's nothing really. It's just that Chris keeps tripping me up. I think he's threatened by me.
Doesn't sound like him. He never minds when I take the lead. Maybe it's a question of your style.
I'm not doing anything differently than I normally do. I'm just doing my job.
Well, then you are way ahead of where I was as a trainee. I used to try so hard that I used to get in my own way, and then I relaxed, and everything went a lot smoother.
Yeah, I guess I can try too hard sometimes.
Look, Lisa, both of us were in your shoes at one point. Don't worry, you're gonna get the hang of it.
I hope so. Thanks.
Sure.
And then there's the rabid ones. They'll chew your hand off. You tell them their hair looks nice today. I'm telling you, buddy, it's a dangerous world out there these days.
Well, don't let that sweet face fool you. She is a pit bull. So, how are my 2 favorite partners doing? You guys talking about anything interesting?
What, like you, for instance?
Don't flatter yourself.
You know, see, George, this is the kind of abuse I have to put up with on a daily basis.
Sorry, I had to get the river out of my hair.
Victoria's a pretty big opportunity for you, isn't it?
Well, yeah. If I get the cover, I could be making $1 million next year.
You expecting that?
The photographer's been shooting a lot of me in the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
I feel fairly confident.
Does lying for Kendall help you get the cover?
I didn't lie. Besides, Jerry's a wonderful guy. Why are you guys hassling him?
Would you think he was so charming if you knew he had killed Shelley?
Lisa, I want you to take it easy.
He was in tears when he found out about Shelley. Jerry cares about all of us.
Did anybody else see you go into his room that night? A maid, room service, anybody at all?
Maybe. I don't really know.
Did he promise you the cover before or after you had sex?
Jerry didn't promise me anything.
Well, he must have promised you something for you to keep such a big secret.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's a nice man. I don't want to talk anymore. I want you to go.
Well, Vicky, if you are covering for Kendall, he gets convicted, that makes you an accessory to murder. They'll give you 30 to 40 years for that. There's not a modeling contract on this earth that'll keep you out of jail. Might want to think about it.
He is not worth protecting. Can't you see that?
Lisa, let her go.
He's a pig.
Let her go. What the hell is wrong with you? Are you okay? I'm sorry about this.
She's covering for Kendall. I know
Not
she
another word
is.
out of you. I warned you. I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen. This time you crossed the line.
She was about to give him up.
This was not some junkie in an alley that you messed up to get a lead. Right? I'm gonna put you on report.
What? You can't be serious.
You leave me no choice.
Why are you doing this to me?
I warned you 2 times, okay? You don't blame me. You blame yourself.
Negative use of force. You know this can prevent her from ever being promoted.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if I hadn't pulled her off this girl, she would have really hurt her.
Don't you think a warning would have been enough?
I gave her 2 warnings yesterday. Mom, what's going on here? Rita, you're acting like you don't believe me.
No, I believe you. I'm just, I'm surprised. I mean, why didn't you say something last night?
Because she hadn't blown it yet. I'm telling you, this girl was way out of control. Rita, you know me. If there was any other way out, I would have taken it.
Yeah, I wish I'd been there.
Lorenzo, this report is complete? You left nothing out?
No, nothing.
You stand by this report?
Yeah. Why?
I just got a call from upstairs. Lisa Hahn has filed a sexual discrimination suit against this department, specifically against you. She claims you sexually harassed her.
It is obvious that she's trying to get me to pull my report.
Rita, can you back Chris up on this?
I wasn't there.
Okay. So, Hahn claims you made overt advances to her on the job. She rebuffed you, and you fabricated this report as retribution.
No, that's ridiculous. Chris would never do that.
Warranted or not, the city still has to answer the lawsuit. Lisa Hahn has hired Sylvia Barlow, the civil rights attorney, who has a history of very big wins. Miss Barlow will use the media to stir the public into a frenzy long before this case gets in front of a judge. The suit could cost the city millions.
There is no case, George. I did not harass Lisa Hahn.
I'm afraid it's not that black and white, Chris. Any behavior interpreted to be unwanted sexual attention is now on the table.
Such as what?
Suggestive comments, flattery, something as simple as putting your arm on her shoulder. If it's unwanted, the courts deem that it's sexual harassment.
His point is, we're screwed.
People saw you together in public, including yours truly. Look, what might have seemed like an innocent gesture to you might look completely different to someone else. Chris, from a few feet away, I couldn't tell whether you were coming on to this girl or just being friendly, and I know you. Just imagine how a jury might interpret the behavior.
Come on, George, I never even touched her.
You put your arm around her in a bar. A lot of people saw that. I'm sorry, Chris, but this could get very ugly. They're going to be looking for anything.
Can't believe this is happening.
Men don't have the same issues with physical contact as women do. I mean, they just don't.
But I don't get it. I never treated her any differently than I treat anybody else.
You don't have to convince me, all right? I totally believe you.
You know, I never treated you different. You never filed a lawsuit.
You never gave me a reason. I did work with a few other officers, and I should have filed against some of them.
Why didn't you?
Slapping their faces was easier.
Why didn't she just say something if it was bothering her so much?
I'm not in her head, but, you know, maybe what felt like a friendly gesture to you was a come-on to her.
No, but I never did
I'm not
anything.
defending her. I'm just saying that maybe she felt threatened sexually, you know?
Sam, I'm starting to get scared here. Vicky, I need to ask you a few more questions.
Look, after what happened, I'm not in a real chatty mood.
Yeah, I apologize for that. Officer Hahn, she was completely out of line. I put her on report for it.
You guys tried to bully me.
Yeah, look, I understand that you're angry. Nobody likes to be pushed around. In fact, I think you ought to come down to the station, file a report, if you want.
Nah, it's over. I don't want to get involved, all right? I can't handle this right now.
Is somebody forcing you to keep a secret? That's another form of being bullied. I think you know.
That's nuts. Why are you saying this?
So you're gonna stick with your story that you were with Kendall the night of the murder?
Yeah, sure.
Vicky, if somebody asked me to give him an alibi, I'd want to know why. That kind of favor can get you in serious trouble.
Vicky, they need you for the next setup, huh? I want you to stop bothering my girls. Vicky was so traumatized by your last visit, it took an extra hour to get her into makeup. I need these girls rested and happy or they can't work in front of the camera. You don't back off, my magazine will sue for harassment.
Yeah? Get in line. Yeah, Cap, you want to see me?
Yeah. Sit.
What's up?
Chris? Han's going back on duty.
What?
The night shift until the trial. I just wanted you to know.
There's got to be some other way to clear this thing up. Let me go talk to her.
No, not on your life. Stay the hell away, okay? We're in enough trouble.
What do I got to lose?
What do we got to lose? I just got a call from Donovan. I've also been named in this lawsuit.
You had nothing to do with this.
You're my detectives. It happened under my watch.
Sorry.
Me too.
Excuse me.
Hi. Must be pretty cold out there all by yourself. How you doing?
I'm not sure we should talk. You're his partner and his friend.
That's right. But I would still like to hear your side of the story.
I was just doing my job. The only thing I did wrong was not play into Chris's little fantasy.
Which fantasy was that?
Oh, come on. The message was loud and clear. Putting his arm around me in public, escorting me out of the room by my elbow, calling me his girl in the bullpen. You're a cop. Figure it out.
Lisa, Chris is in a committed relationship. I can't believe that he would make a pass at you.
Believe it. And when he doesn't get what he wants, he tries to poison my jacket.
I know Chrissy would not file a false report.
Bull. I've seen his kind before. It's all about power. He got scared I'd show him up. He knew I was about to bust Andrews for doing that girl.
Andrews? Who's he?
I meant Kendall. I know he killed Shelley, and Chris knows it too.
Wait a second. First you said Chris retaliated against you because you refused him. Now you're saying it's about the case. You're not making sense.
Yeah, well, you weren't there.
I'm sorry for you, Lisa.
Well, that's a comfort.
No, seriously, I am. You've just blown Chris's and your career because you can't tell the difference between kindness and malice. What you're doing is wrong.
I thought being a woman you'd understand, but I see whose side you're on.
It's not about sides, it's about the truth. You should think about that.
What are my shoes? I know if I could just talk to her, I could straighten this whole thing out.
Talking to Lisa right now would be the very worst thing you could do.
Why? You worried it's true? About me and Lisa?
No. Oh my God, no. I totally trust you. I just think that if you try to talk to her, she'll say that you're trying to intimidate her.
Are people at the hospital, they giving you a hard time about this?
People talk. Don't worry about that. I'll deal with that. I think if you talk to her right now, it could really hurt your case.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess this is what it feels like to be laying in the desert with vultures circling your carcass.
Think you're gonna talk me out of a lawsuit, you can forget it. It's way too late for that.
Didn't say a thing.
My attorney said you'd try this. Get out of my way. Get your hands off me!
I never made any advances towards you. I was totally by the book, and you know it.
You're scared now, aren't you? If you were so by the book, why didn't you tell your partner what was going on between us, huh?
What?
A lot of clever comebacks, Lorenzo. You stay away, or I'll get a restraining order against you. I suppose you know nothing about my broken window.
Not a thing. Maybe it cracked on its own under all the pressure.
Get out of my way.
Hey, we're family here, Cupcakes, and we don't turn on one another. Being a cop's a dangerous job. All sorts of accidents can happen to somebody like you. Who knows? You might even slip and break something right here in this parking lot.
That's enough. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
So what are you doing here, man?
Let Officer Hahn get to a car.
You set this up, didn't you? So you'd be my hero. Well, this doesn't change anything. You can still go to hell.
You're crazy.
I don't scare that easy. Next time you want to get a job done, you get somebody better than this baboon. I will see you in court.
I don't understand you, Lorenzo. So who the hell's side are you on?
she actually thinks that I sicked that sergeant.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a good thing you were in the parking lot so she didn't have one of those on-the-job accidents. Thanks.
You know what the weird thing is, though?
Huh.
I think she might be right about Kendall. I went back and talked to Vicky. His alibi? Shaky at best.
Yeah, well, she may be right about Kendall, but that does not make her right about you.
I don't know how much more of this stuff I can take. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Look, Chris, it's not you. If anybody is short on gray matter, it's Lisa. I had a talk with her last night.
Why?
I wanted to see if she could look me in the eye and tell me her story. Something very interesting happened, though. She told me that she was sure Andrews murdered Shelley.
Who's Andrews?
I asked. She said that she meant Kendall, but the whole thing was very weird. So I checked it out on the computer, and get this, 10 years ago, a teenager named Lisa Hahn filed a sexual battery suit against a Max Andrews in Miami.
So what do you think? And you think Kendall and Andrews could be the same guy? Maybe she has history with him she didn't tell us?
No, I already checked, and Andrews is presently serving time for crimes unrelated to Lisa's charge.
Then what?
I don't know. But I have asked for a case file arrest request.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, George, you want to see me?
Yeah, Chris, come on in. Shut the door. I'll be the one to tell you. The story's gonna hit the papers this afternoon. The brass doesn't want to take the heat.
Meaning what?
They're gonna sign off on the Lisa Hahn lawsuit. They want to settle. The city doesn't want the exposure or the expense of a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Well, thanks a lot, George. But hey, you know, I got a better idea. Why don't I just admit that I tried to boink Lisa Hahn and then put her on report when she wouldn't put out? Do my career a hell of a lot of good.
Look, they're gonna pay her off without acknowledging any wrongdoing. It won't go on your record.
We both know there are two records. There's the official one and there's the one that everybody whispers about. My career will be over and you know it.
Well, you should have thought about that before you accosted her in a parking lot.
I ran into her on the way in.
Yeah, well, that's not the way she told it. And then her attorney called the police commissioner. Now, I told you to stay away from her, but no, you wouldn't listen to me.
You're gonna take her word over mine, George. Nice friendship.
You're not thinking, damn it. Now, how the hell am I supposed to convince a jury when you and your buddy accost the plaintiff in a parking lot and then her car window gets smashed?
That is not the way it happened.
But it's the way it looked.
Excuse me. I can hear every word out here. Chris, Jillian just called. She said they brought Vicky into the ER. Someone used her face as a punching bag.
I'm not through with you yet, George. Maybe I am.
Chris, hold up. Come on, slow down. Listen, I just got this from records. When Lisa was 15, she filed a complaint against her stepfather alleging he had been molesting her since she was 11. His name is Max Andrews.
Oh, no.
Yeah, listen, it gets worse. She'd been sexually assaulted and beaten so badly she ended up in the hospital. Her mother never believed her. She didn't back her up, and Andrews walked.
Andrews and Kendall are not the same guy.
But maybe Lisa's confusing the two. Be careful!
Chris, there's extensive bruising and concussions, some lacerations, but she's gonna pull through. We'd like to keep her in ICU overnight, though.
Thanks for calling.
Oh, Vicky asked me to call you.
There's something else I gotta tell you. The higher-ups want to settle this suit.
Chris, doctors get sued all the time. That's why we carry malpractice insurance. Besides, settling isn't an admission of guilt.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel that way to me. This whole thing is crazy.
Yeah, well, there may be more truth to that than you know. Lisa was here. She tried to question Vicky.
You let her?
Well, she kept flashing her badge, and she wouldn't let me examine Vicky until she had talked to her. I had to call security to have her escorted out.
Vicky say anything to her?
No, she was in too much pain. Besides, Lisa wasn't making any sense. She kept questioning her about a man called Andrews.
Thank you. Hey, Sergeant Lorenzo, you remember me?
Yeah. You were the one who apologized.
Dr. Dupree said she gave you some for the pain. Is it helping?
A little. Can't believe he did this to me.
Who?
Kendall. It was just the two of us taking a walk. asked him why he had me say I was with him that night. He punched me and I fell. He just kept kicking me. Rolled down an embankment. Just ran.
Shh, it's okay.
I wasn't with him the night Shelley was killed. You catch him. I'll testify.
Where is he?
You're crazy. You know that.
Maybe.
I'll have your badge for this.
Back up. Do it. Now!
There are a dozen people down there. No one is going to buy a suicide in the middle of the day. Just what is your problem?
Get away from the edge and put her down, Kendall.
Lisa, I'm not letting you go. Right. You're a good cop. You were right about Kendall the whole time. I can't do this alone. I need your help. Come on.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Come on.
Yeah. I'll call you back. Chris, can I talk to you a second?
Kind of busy right now, George. You'll excuse me?
Listen, after our talk yesterday, I told my boss that I wouldn't advise you to sign off on the harassment suit. He was pretty angry.
You changed your mind.
I decided I'd rather lose a job than lose a friend. I'm sorry, buddy. It shouldn't have taken me this long.
Hey.
What, you two are dating now? I just got the word. Lisa Hahn dropped her lawsuit. Congratulations.
It's great. You knew about this, didn't you?
Yeah. But it doesn't change anything I just said.
Okay. What about Lisa?
Oh, she's in a mental health facility. She's gonna be okay, but she's not gonna come back to the job.
It's too bad. She'd have been a good detective.
So, what's this, a boys' club meeting?
Listen, I'm late for an appearance. Chris, I'll see you later.
Thanks, George.
I gotta go. I got some work to do. I'm glad you're back with us, Lance.
Thanks, Cal. So, you and George, did you make up?
Yeah, we kissed and everything. He dropped the lawsuit. Did you hear?
Yes, I did. Congratulations.
You know, you have been a real friend through this whole thing. Thanks. Would it be sexual harassment if I gave you a hug?
Of course not.
So, want some more coffee?
Sure. Be great.
Hey!
That's sexual harassment.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
Doesn't feel very good, does it?
Kind of liked it.
You're hopeless.
Eh.